Hello gorgeous, here are my weekly beauty faves. Stay until the very end and don't forget to check out the links below if you want to shop the items. These are all a mix of luxury and very affordable things, from ColourPop to Gucci to Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm gonna go over the very first thing. These are all compact and palette items. So I did a whole haul of items that come in a stick form. So these are all things that come in a compact or palette form. First off is RCMA. I love this brand because they're a diehard beauty brand. I think they're founded in LA, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Research Council of Makeup Artists. I used to have the Shinto palette. It's a bunch of different concealer colors of all these beautiful different tones that you can mix and match. I used to be very much a person who mixes on my face in real time all the different shades of my face, depending on the season. So that was perfect for all year round, but I went through it and I finished it. I should have done a video full review on it, but I think it's brilliant because I didn't know that I needed so many dark shades, and when you have just one shade on your face, you look really flat and boring. So I have this. I actually have two of them. One I think I just gave away, and this is the only one I kept because this is the one I use the most, and I will get a brush and just apply it on my face directly, and you can use your fingers, and I love the pan. So right now I'm using Westman Atelier. I have a whole review for that linked below, but this is definitely my next best choice. This is a clean beauty brand. It's also cruelty free, and I think it's vegan also, but the processing of making beauty products, sometimes it's not. And if you're worried about that, that's something to consider. It does exactly what it says. It's a pigment and it's very potent. It's the only makeup concealer I have tried in person where I go to the stores all the time to try 1,000 swatches, and I find that none of them really have my color. This one has my color, and I was so in love with it that I found my exact color for the summer, for the winter, and this will always be my go-to. If I'm lost in another country, need to find makeup, I'll go to RCMA. I know guaranteed that it's gonna have my color. And I got this in Shinto 1. And then I had Shinto 2, and then all the deeper colors, and it just does such a beautiful dramatic effect to your face when you have all this dimension. Next is this Tarte blusher in Seduce. So at first, I saw this at Sephora. So I was at Sephora. This was an impulse buy, and then it became a lifetime staple. I personally do not wear blusher all the time. And the one problem I have with this is it's really hard to open. I don't know why, but this time it was easy. But the first few times I had it, I had to really pry it open. I had no idea what was wrong. But this color looks so natural, and it looks very rich and deep, but it's still light and beige pink at the same time. And it's a really small, cute compact. And I remember trying it on in the store, and I was like, holy moly, this color. Tarte always has the Amazon rainforest. This color is just, everything looks red, so it doesn't make sense. So this color is one of a kind. I've never seen anything like it. When I was young and buying a bunch of makeup, I went to Tarte, and this is kind of my foray into makeup. This is the only blusher that I own. This is the only blusher that I plan to own outside of stick ones that I can just try on that double as a lip shade. Otherwise, I don't really wear blusher, and this is a life changer because I've tried different brands of different kinds. I look stupid when I wear blush. This one makes me look natural, yet still flushed and healthy and cute and youthful. So next is this Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette in Pillow Talk Luxury Palette. That's exactly what you get. Colors that I use the most are the lightest and the darkest. I'm very simple of being very extreme with my look. I'll use the pink by itself, sometimes just eyeshadow, and then I'll use this rose gold by itself just as on top of my lids, and that's it. I like to keep it fairly simple. My husband got this for me for my birthday at Nordstrom in Texas, and it was the most wonderful birthday gift that I could ever ask for. He was just like, sweetheart, what do you want? Buy anything you want. Definitely worth it. Keeping this forever. I also have the Pillow Talk lip liner, and I'm looking at their lipsticks. I just have so much lipstick right now that I'm not looking to buy new lipsticks. I'm just using the ones I already have right now because I don't want to be cluttered with a bunch of stuff. Venture into new items when I'm done. So next is my ColourPop palette. If you're wondering why this is like this, it's because I curated it this way. I bought 3 different ColourPop palettes, and I bought many ColourPop items, and my whole repertoire one day, half of it was ColourPop with all the lipsticks, all the crazy colors of blue, periwinkle, green, because I wore a lot of color and I wore a lot of pigment, and the pigment here is so strong. And the story of the brand is they're from Los Angeles, and their brother and sister, and they inherited these like old makeup presses, that old makeup machines that made makeup, and they created their own makeup, and they created this affordable beauty line that is very high power pigmented. And I ended up getting rid of a lot of my beauty products because I'm moving, made them into this small tiny palette. And I don't remember the names of the colors, but I'll just give you the idea. I love this because it is sparkly and I can wear this on top of my lids without going super glam, and it's like an everyday thing where it's not too shimmery. This is mica. What's the other one? Mescaline or something like that. Really shiny, and it's very peachy, and light pinks look really glowy and healthy on me. And then this is like a dark aubergine. Works really good with brown eyes. I think dark purples do. This dark green is really dramatic. If you want your eyes to look really dark and smoky, this is for a night at the opera. This is for every day, like looking healthy and really making your eyes pop. And then this is for disco, when you want to have fun with your friends and go out. This blusher, I like really deep blushers because I use it more like a bronzer and a contour than a blush, where this I use also like a bronzer or contour, but I use this more on top to show, like just here in this area, to show my cheeks. I don't like really shape with it. I was really shaping with it. I'm wearing Tom Ford bronzer right now. Really touch this. It just has a lot of fallout when I put it on my face. Like my whole face is dusty, and I have to get the powder brush. So that's just the only thing with this. And I'm just trying to use all my stuff for as long as I have it. And I'm thinking of selling some stuff on Poshmark anyway, and I sell a lot of stuff on Poshmark of my beauty products, and people like them. So next is my Kevyn Aucoin contour palette. I thought it was gonna be big when I got it. I didn't like look at the dimensions or anything, but you press it down and it opens. It's really cool. I love Kevyn Aucoin. All his stuff is really cool. So it's this teeny tiny little contour single pan, like it's the light skin one. So it's called the sculpting powder, La Poudre Sculptant, for light. This is perfect if you're just looking for a quick contour. And I like when items are just one thing sometimes. You don't have a palette of a bunch of stuff that spills into each other, but I like palettes because they're really easy, where if you're traveling, they're perfect. But if you're at home and you want to do a really good job, I like the single things because you know exactly what you want and you know what you're gonna look good in. So next is this Gucci beauty powder. It's a finishing powder if you're not really a person who wears makeup and you just don't want to look shiny if you've been out. And this is in Matte Naturel in number 2. This is what it looks like. And then I don't have nails right now, so I can't really pull up the component. And then it comes with a beautiful blush pink Gucci satin ribbon. It's not a sponge, it's like a compact press thing, but it still smells like the Gucci perfume. When I first got it, the whole thing smelled like Gucci perfume, but it's fading. But this has kept, and I haven't used it. So when you actually use the product, it smells more. When I first got it, like the whole duster, it came with like a little duster bag. It smells so beautiful. It's gilded and it's incredible packaging. I used to use this all the time, but then my skin was getting dry because I wasn't taking care of it very well. And this is my compact where like I will go out in public, and I use this in the bathroom to check myself and quickly groom my teeth and all this, and my hair, and check my makeup. And this is like the perfect finishing touch to powder your nose. And it makes you feel very ladylike and luxurious because it smells so wonderful. It's very pretty to look at, and just look at this design. It's incredible. They did a great job on their beauty line, and I think Gucci wanted in on the beauty industry because of all these beauty businesses that were booming. Next is my Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in Rosewood. So this is something really cool about Anastasia, is they have moves in the background, kind of like a holographic thing. Just a single compact, and it has rosewood, and this is the richest matte look for bronzer that I can really shape my face with. I love to just contour with this. I know you're not supposed to contour with bronzer, but I think you can't contour when it has highlight in it. When it has the mica that's really shiny and shimmery in it, then it looks like you're trying to use something for what it's not meant to do. That's for something else. That's for like on top of where the sun kissed you, where this is definitely like you can shape your face with this because it's matte. So it just depends on your skin tone, what you like to use. And then the final thing here is Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow Palette. So I used this for a very long time. I've had this for a very long time. I thought the whole thing was gonna be powder, but it is half cream. So this is huge. It's bigger than my hand for sure. And I love Natasha Denona. I had a lot of her stuff, and just in general, I love the brand because they come out with amazing colors and combinations that really speak out to me personally. Because so many brands will have a bunch of palettes, but the colors are a miss for me, where they do not look good on me at all. Or I feel like Natasha Denona nails it on the head, and she knows exactly who she's marketing to for each color season. So it comes with like this little pan cover that you can always lift up so that the powder doesn't get into the cream, which is genius. This highlight is creamy, and this was like a very, so this is this, this is this, this is this, and this is obviously this. So I don't know if that's a good way to tell, but I never really use the creamy highlight because creamy highlight at the end of the day, it just ruins my foundation when I simply just use it. Oh, did I just apply it? Yeah, I did. So it just like unblends. It undoes the work, all the beautiful blending I did with the foundation and the contour on my face, and it's annoying. It's good for your eyes, but like I have double eyelids, so it gets like stuck in the top creases and it looks messy and sloppy. And this is really old. I've had this for years, and I'm thinking of just giving this away versus selling it. I don't know. I'll have my Poshmark link below in case you're interested, just in case I do post it. I don't really use the top two. I just use the bottom two. I should have got the mini version. I don't know why I got the large version. I got this in Italy, and my husband took me there for like a second honeymoon. This makes me think of Italy. I think that's why I kept it so long. So this is very much, I should have got the mini version where it's just literally these two, and these are the colors I actually use the most. And I feel like it's just a waste to not use these. I love these two colors because these are the only two colors that I use for my face really. When it comes to contouring, when it comes to my eyeshadow, when I want to be dramatic, I'll use this, and then when I want to use highlighter, I'll use this. So it works. It works. This is definitely a beautiful way to look tan and highlighted and bronzed. It does exactly what it says.
Hello gorgeous, check it out. My hair is crazy and I'm editing Gia from the future, reminding you to give this a like, subscribe and click the bell because I have more beauty coming out every single week along with elegant living and high quality life. Follow me on LTK at Gia G Dixon for more style and beauty. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you later.